Okay, this is test 8.9A and 8.5E. So those are the teaks that we're kind of covering here. All the hints and stuff are going to be on your paper, on your test, so don't worry about that. I'll have some stuff highlighted on there also as well. If you want a highlighter or need something else, then just ask, and we'll give it to you. All right, so number one, Jake drives go-karts at an average speed of 2.75 laps per minute. If the relationship between the number of laps completed and number of minutes varies directly, how long would it take him to complete 41.25 laps? I don't think I need to read A, B, and C and D for you, so there. Just pick which one. How long would it take him to complete 41.25 laps? Okay, number two. So part of number two is on the first page, and then the question is actually on the next page. So on here, it's kind of, I put it together. So you kind of have to go back and forth when you look for the answer part. Number two says, Sue and Sally drove around the racetrack. The relationship between the number of laps and the time it took is directly proportional. So there is Sue's data, and then there's Sally's data. The question on the next page says, how long would it take Sue and Sally to complete 21 laps? A, Sue would complete 21 laps in 3 minutes, and Sally would complete 21 laps in 2 minutes. B says Sue would complete 21 laps in 63 minutes, and Sally would complete 21 laps in 2 minutes. C, Sue would complete 21 laps in 10.5 minutes, and Sally would complete 21 laps in 7 minutes. And then D says Sue would complete 21 laps in 7 minutes, and Sally would complete 21 laps in 10.5 minutes. Okay. Number 3, the value of y varies directly with x. When y equals 75, x equals 1/2. What is the value of y when x is 2 1/4? Number 4. The number of gift baskets Nikki can make varies directly with the amount of time she spends making the baskets. She can make 4 baskets in 1/2 hour. How many baskets can Nikki make in 5 hours? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 5. The graph shows the amount Renee and Paul save each week. Which statement is true? At 7 weeks, both Renee and Paul will have saved $80. B, at 8 weeks, both Renee and Paul will have saved $70. C, at 8 weeks, Renee will have saved more than Paul. And then D, at 8 weeks, Paul will have saved more than Renee. Number 6. Frank and Erica are selling ribbons to raise money for the football team. The graph shows the linear relationship between the number of ribbons each of them has left to sell and the number of days that they have been selling ribbons. On which day does it appear that Frank and Erica will have the same number of ribbons left to sell? Number 7. The graph models the linear relationship between the charge for a trip and the number of miles driven for 2 taxis. Based on the graph, which statement appears to be true? A. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 greater for taxi 1 than for taxi 2. B. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 less for taxi 1 than for taxi 2. C. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $20 for both taxi 1 and taxi 2. And then D, the charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles cannot be determined for either taxi 1 or taxi 2. Number 8, which equations have the solution shown in the coordinate grid? Number 9, which mapping is not an example of a function? Number 10, Jeff is trying to decide between 2 car rental companies. Company A charges an upfront fee of $60 plus $20 per day. Company B charges an upfront fee of $15 plus $35 per day. Which equation shows the number of days X a car would need to be rented in order for both companies to charge the same amount for a car rental?